Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What is going on, guys? It is Daniel. We are back here again today with Dad. Back again. We just filmed the video and now we're going to go on film another video. And we're just reacting to, this is chapter Surah 25 of the Quran, Surah Al-Furqan. Furqan. Yeah, I'm probably miserably mispronouncing that, but this is just 100% Quran. So it has, I told you already, it has the English translation at the bottom, but we'll also be able to hear the Arabic recitation, which I find beautiful. So let's see what you think. This got 77 verses, so it's not too long, but about 20 minutes. But let's check it out. First, before we get into the video, brothers and sisters, I'd like to take the opportunity to remind you that Allah tells us in the Quran, who is better in speech than one who invites to Allah and does righteousness and says, indeed, I am one of the Muslims. Brothers and sisters, I'm introducing a shirt that I designed to inspire and encourage you to spread the message of Islam to those around you, inshallah. These shirts are 100% cotton, so they're both comfortable to wear, but they also have a simple design that serves as a great conversation starter, an invitation to those around you that are perhaps curious about Islam, providing you an opportunity to share the beauty of Islam and the truth of it with others and receive the blessings and rewards as a result. So I invite you to wear this t-shirt with pride and let it be a reminder to always strive towards giving dawah and sharing the message of Islam with those around you. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Let's get into the video.
Surah Al-Furqan.
Furqan.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
تبارك الذي نزل.
That's a little bit loud, isn't it?
الفرقان على عبده ليكون للعالمين نذيرا الذي له ملك السماوات والأرض ولم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك.
I'm already pausing the video, but I'm not sure if you picked up on this. This is already referencing God. Blessed is he who sent down the criterion upon his servant. So God sent his servant and sent the criteria upon his servant that he may be to the world a warner.
الذي نزل الفرقان على عبده ليكون للعالمين نذيرا الذي
actually references Christianity here. It says, he to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and who has not taken a son. You see what I mean? God does not have a son. God is individual and has no partners in dominion. He needs no help. It's singular. Most powerful thing. Has no son, has no daughter, has no father, has no nothing.
Right.
Alone.
With precise determination.
Yeah, determinate with precise determination.
له ملك السماوات والأرض ولم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك وخلق كل شيء فقدره تقديرا واتخذوا من دونه آلهة لا يخلقون شيئا وهم يخلقون ولا يملكون لأنفسهم ضرا ولا نفعا ولا يملكون موتا ولا حياة ولا نشورا وقال الذين كفروا إن هذا إلا إفك افتراه وأعانه عليه قوم آخرون فقد جاءوا ظلما وزورا وقالوا أساطير الأولين اكتتبها.
Too fast, isn't it?
Say again?
I said I sped it up, but now it sounds too fast, doesn't it? I'll just keep it normal.
لها فهي تملى عليه بكرة وأصيلا قل أنزله الذي يعلم السر في السماوات والأرض إنه كان غفورا رحيما وقال
Again, this is remember that the Quran is written from the perspective of God. So God is telling Muhammad to say that this has been revealed by He who knows every secret within the heavens and the earth, and He is the most forgiving and most merciful.
إنه كان غفورا رحيما وقالوا ما لهذا الرسول يأكل الطعام ويمشي في الأسواق لولا أنزل إليه ملك فيكون معه نذيرا.
A warner,
Someone who's giving warning?
yeah.
Okay.
أو يلقى إليه كنز أو تكون له جنة يأكل منها وقال الظالمون إن تتبعون إلا رجلا مسحورا انظر كيف ضربوا لك الأمثال فضلوا فلا يستطيعون سبيلا تبارك الذي إن شاء جعل لك خيرا من ذلك جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار ويجعل لك قصورا بل كذبوا بالساعة وأعتدنا لمن كذب بالساعة سعيرا.
So it says the hour there. It's talking about the day of judgment. People that deny the day of judgment, they deny the hour.
إذا رأتهم من مكان بعيد سمعوا لها تغيظا وزفيرا وإذا ألقوا منها مكانا ضيقا مقرنين دعوا هنالك ثبورا لا تدعوا اليوم ثبورا واحدا وادعوا ثبورا كثيرا قل أذلك خير أم جنة الخلد التي وعد المتقون كانت لهم جزاء ومصيرا لهم فيها ما يشاءون خالدين كان على ربك وعدا مسؤولا.
So what was the Garden of Eternity there? What was that?
That's referring to heaven.
Okay.
Paradise. In the Quran, the heavens are something different. It's sort of like that's like a worldly thing, like the universe. There's like different layers of heaven that are actually they're physical, but what Christians say is heaven we call paradise, Jannah in Arabic, Jannah, and that's what it's talking about.
يوم يحشرهم وما يعبدون من دون الله فيقول أأنتم أضللتم عبادي هؤلاء أم هم ضلوا السبيل.
I like that because it's God asking who's to blame here. So God will gather all the disbelievers and that which they worship, and Allah will say, did you mislead these my servants, or did they themselves stray from the way? So whose fault is it? Whose fault is it here? So,
Own it.
Yeah, it's pretty intense when you think about it. It's like
In that hour.
yeah, it reminds me of like a father and his kid. It's like who's to blame here? Did you do this, or who did this? You know how a kid just feels like shitting their pants in that moment. Like, oh my God,
I'm caught.
Yeah, I messed up. I shouldn't have done this.
هم ضلوا السبيل قالوا سبحانك ما كان ينبغي لنا أن نتخذ من دونك من أولياء ولكن متعتهم وآباءهم حتى نسوا الذكر وكانوا قوما بورا فقد كذبوكم بما تقولون فما تستطيعون صرفا ولا نصرا ومن يظلم منكم نذقه عذابا كبيرا وما أرسلنا قبلك من المرسلين إلا إنهم ليأكلون الطعام ويمشون في الأسواق وجعلنا بعضكم لبعض فتنة أتصبرون وكان ربك بصيرا وقال الذين لا يرجون لقاءنا لولا أنزل علينا الملائكة أو نرى ربنا لقد استكبروا في أنفسهم وعتوا عتوا كبيرا يوم يرون الملائكة لا بشرى يومئذ للمجرمين ويقولون حجرا محجورا وقدمنا إلى ما عملوا من عمل فجعلناه هباء منثورا.
You understand what's going on?
I do.
I'm saying, why, if what you say is true, why we can't see God? How come we can't see God? And God responds to them saying that, well, when you do see God, it's going to be too late, and you're going to be dust, and everything that you've done is going to be accounted for.
أصحاب الجنة يومئذ خير مستقرا وأحسن مقيلا ويوم تشقق السماء بالغمام ونزل الملائكة تنزيلا الملك يومئذ الحق للرحمن وكان يوما على الكافرين عسيرا ويوم يعض الظالم على يديه يقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول سبيلا يا ويلتى ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا لقد أضلني عن الذكر بعد إذ جاءني وكان الشيطان للإنسان خذولا وقال الرسول يا رب إن قوم اتخذوا هذا القرآن مهجورا وكذلك جعلنا لكل نبي عدوا من المجرمين وكفى بربك هاديا ونصيرا وقال الذين كفروا لولا نزل عليه القرآن جملة واحدة كذلك لنثبت به فؤادك ورتلناه ترتيلا ولا يأتونك بمثل.
Did you catch that?
Which part?
They said that the disbelievers are going to ask, why was the Quran not revealed all at once?
Right.
And what was God's response to that is that we're actually going to, that's for a purpose, and it's to strengthen your heart. To strengthen your heart. And what did we just watch? One of the sort of evidences of the divinity of the Quran is how it was revealed over 23 years, not in order. That's actually more proof for the Quran to be from God, because how would anybody have kept track of that, or Muhammad kept track of it, if he can't read or write? So God's saying, I've done this to strengthen your heart, and that's what it's for. That's why it's one of the arguments for the divinity of the Quran, and so it matches. It lines up. Does that make sense?
So really, Muhammad was saying the verses, and people around him were transcribing them.
Memorizing. They're memorizing. Yeah. I don't think they were writing them down. I don't think they wrote them down until the whole thing was compiled after Muhammad died. They memorized the whole thing. I could be wrong. They may have written it down, but I don't think they did.
Well, then whose words are they?
From God.
From God to Muhammad to the people who wrote them down?
From God through Angel Gabriel. Angel Gabriel was actually the one that revealed it to Muhammad. Peace be upon him. That was to, like, the first surah revealed to Muhammad, peace be upon him, was from Angel Gabriel. Muhammad was in a cave. Suddenly he saw Angel Gabriel, and Angel Gabriel told to Muhammad, "Ikra," which means read, or read. Muhammad said, "I can't read." Again, "Ikra," like commanded him, "Read." Can't read. And the third time, "Ikra," and that was when it just started coming out of him. And then he was like, thought maybe he was crazy. Everyone thought maybe he's crazy, or like something's going on. And then kind of word got around what he was saying, and then some people were saying, "Oh, he's a prophet. Yeah, everything's about to change. Your life's going to be very difficult from now on, because God is speaking through you." Okay, I think we're on 33, chapter 33, so we're about halfway. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
إلا جئناك بالحق وأحسن تفسيرا الذين يحشرون على وجوههم إلى جهنم أولئك شر مكانا وأضل سبيلا ولقد آتينا موسى الكتاب وجعلنا معه أخاه هارون وزيرا فقلنا اذهبا إلى القوم الذين كذبوا بآياتنا فدمرناهم تدميرا وقوم نوح لما كذبوا الرسل أغرقناهم وجعلناهم للناس آية وأعتدنا للظالمين عذابا أليما وعادا وثمود وأصحاب الرس وقرونا بين ذلك كثيرا وكلا ضربنا له الأمثال وكلا تبرنا تتبيرا ولقد أتوا على القرية التي أمطرت مطر السوء أفلم يكونوا يرونها بل كانوا لا يرجون نشورا وإذا رأوك إن يتخذونك إلا هزوا أهذا الذي بعث الله رسولا إن كاد ليضلنا عن آلهتنا لولا أن صبرنا عليها وسوف يعلمون حين يرون العذاب من أضل سبيلا أرأيت من اتخذ إلهه هواه أفأنت تكون
This is a powerful one. Have you seen the one who takes as his God his own desire? Understand what that means?
Takes as his God his own desire, just lives as he wishes to live.
How often you seen that?
With just family or everyone?
It's a powerful, it's a potent sentence. Have you seen the one who takes as his God his own desire? Especially in today's world, it's everywhere. People worshiping the world and money or music, traveling. People just do what they want, and they think, oh, I'm spiritual. I experience God my own way or something like that. But really, they don't. They just do what they want, and that's almost become like a new world religion of like empowering yourself and freedom. Freedom. It's like, oh, I'm so free, and this is really like the spirit that's behind like the pride movement and the LGBT kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's okay. We're not gonna get shadow banned, I don't think. But it's true. Like these people are all just worshiping their desires, and they're putting their desires on the pedestal. Oh, it feels good, so that means it is good.
Right.
It's not true. That's not true for alcoholics. Drinking alcohol feels good, and for people that are born with a short temper, going on a crazy rampage feels really good. That doesn't mean it is good.
Yeah. It doesn't. Just because you're allowed to scream you're free doesn't mean that it's a good thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Freedom is not always a good thing, and in reality, everyone is a slave to something. You're a slave to your desires, or you're a slave to God, or you're a slave to whatever you choose to serve.
عليه وكيلا أم تحسب أن أكثرهم يسمعون أو يعقلون إن هم إلا كالأنعام بل هم أضل سبيلا ألم تر إلى ربك كيف مد الظل ولو شاء لجعله ساكنا ثم جعلنا الشمس عليه دليلا ثم قبضناه إلينا قبضا يسيرا وهو الذي جعل لكم الليل لباسا والنوم سباتا وجعل النهار نشورا وهو الذي أرسل الرياح بشرا بين يدي رحمته وأنزلنا من السماء ماء طهورا لنحيي به بلدة ميتا ونسقيه مما خلقنا أنعاما وأناسيا كثيرا ولقد صرفناه بينهم ليذكروا فأبى أكثر الناس إلا كفورا ولو شئنا لبعثنا في كل قرية نذيرا فلا تطع الكافرين وجاهدهم به جهادا كبيرا.
So I'm not sure if you heard just right there when he mentions, God mentions striving. This word here, jihad. So this word jihad is used a lot in the West, in the media, of course, and they think it's like a terrorist act, but it means religious striving, like striving to live by the Quran. And here we see the example is, do not obey the disbelievers and strive against the disbelievers with the Quran. So do jihad. Allah's commanding us to do jihad. This is against the disbelievers by following the Quran. Follow the Quran. Do jihad. So that's one example.
Have some good jihad.
Yeah, it's funny because it's true in the Arabic world. You say this all the time. Like, have a good jihad, do good jihad. But in America, people hear that word jihad. Huh? What? Jihad? Run!
المهاجرين
Get a rope.
وجاهدهم به جهادا كبيرا وهو الذي مرج البحرين هذا عذب فرات وهذا ملح أجاج وجعل بينهما برزخا وحجرا
But there are places on Earth where they don't mix.
Never.
They never mix. Yeah, there's places on Earth I don't know exactly where, but they stop.
Yeah, but then you go on down and it grays.
Brackish water is a mix of
Salt and fresh water.
salt and fresh. Wouldn't it just be still salt water?
Just be less salty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it won't sustain the life that saltwater animals.
Unless some like bull sharks can do it.
There are some anomalies. Catfish, striper.
Really?
Striper can live salt or fresh or brackish.
Really?
Yes.
All right. What about brackish water? Write down in the comments.
Right.
What about brackish water? And here, creating humans.
هو الذي خلق من الماء بشرا فجعله نسبا وصهرا وكان ربك قديرا ويعبدون من دون الله ما لا ينفعهم ولا يضرهم وكان الكافر على ربه ظهيرا وما أرسلناك إلا مبشرا ونذيرا قل ما أسألكم عليه من أجر إلا من شاء أن يتخذ إلى ربه سبيلا وتوكل على الحي الذي لا يموت وسبح بحمده وكفى به بذنوب عباده خبيرا الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وما بينهما في 6 أيام ثم استوى على العرش الرحمن فاسأل به خبيرا.
That same part right there it's in the Bible as well. Let's talk about the savage.
Sabbath.
Sabbath, that's it. On the 6th day and the 7th day is the Sabbath. So,
Actually, in the Quran, not in this specific verse, but the heavens and the earth are created in 6 days. Period.
and then the 7 days there's a rest. Didn't say that.
In the Quran, it says, and no rest was needed.
Right.
Why does
I
God
saw
need,
that.
Why does God need to rest? God doesn't rest. God gets tired.
No, it was for the people on earth to take the rest.
It says does it
That's what
not
I understood.
does it not say in Exodus that God took a rest on the 7th day?
And the 7th day he rested. Yes.
Yeah, in the Quran it says it was
No
created
need
in
for
6 days and no rest was needed.
It's like, now what?
Yeah. Well, think about it. Why would God, if God is all powerful, why does he need to rest?
No, he's telling people to rest is what I
No.
interpreted.
Yes, but also it says God created the heavens and the earth in 6 days and then took a rest on the 7th day. Why would God need to rest?
To show people that there's a day to rest.
Okay. Well, in the Quran it says didn't rest.
I'm just saying.
I know. I hear you. But this is one of the. It's a difference.
Right.
Quran
I saw
is-
the 6th day and all.
But no mention of a 7th day rest in the Quran. And it's almost like a little stab at the Christians. It's like you don't need to rest. We don't rest.
We do this.
الرحمن فاسأل به خبيرا وإذا قيل لهم اسجدوا للرحمن قالوا وما الرحمن أنسجد لما تأمرنا وزادهم نفورا تبارك الذي جعل في السماء بروجا وجعل فيها سراجا وقمرا منيرا.
This is also sometimes used as a scientific miracle or scientific proof of the Quran, because the word that's used, and I'm not going to attempt to read it, I don't even know where it is here, but the word that's used for the sun burning and the moon being luminous are different. They're different in the Quran every single time. And one necessarily implies like a burning, and one is just emitting light. It's light
like a reflection.
Light is coming off of it. But one is burning. Burning means it's emitting light.
That's the sun.
Exactly. And that's how it's always referred to in the Quran. 1400 years ago, we didn't know that yet. We didn't know that yet, but it's in the Quran.
فيها سراجا وقمرا منيرا وهو الذي جعل الليل والنهار خلفة لمن أراد أن يذكر أو أراد شكورا وعباد الرحمن الذين يمشون على الأرض هونا وإذا خاطبهم الجاهلون قالوا سلاما والذين يبيتون لربهم سجدا وقياما والذين يقولون ربنا اصرف عنا عذاب جهنم إن عذابها كان غراما إنها ساءت مستقرا ومقاما والذين إذا أنفقوا لم يسرفوا ولم يقتروا وكان بين ذلك قواما والذين لا يدعون مع الله إلها آخر ولا يقتلون النفس التي حرم الله إلا بالحق ولا يزنون ومن يفعل ذلك يلقى أثاما يضاعف له العذاب يوم القيامة ويخلد فيه مهانا إلا من تاب وآمن وعمل عملا صالحا فأولئك يبدل الله سيئاتهم حسنات وكان الله غفورا رحيما ومن تاب وعمل صالحا فإنه يتوب إلى الله متابا والذين لا يشهدون الزور وإذا مروا باللغو مروا كراما والذين إذا ذكروا بآيات ربهم لم يخروا عليها صما وعميانا والذين يقولون ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين وجعلنا للمتقين إماما أولئك يجزون الغرفة بما صبروا ويلقون فيها تحية وسلاما خالدين فيها حسنت مستقرا ومقاما قل ما يعبأ بكم ربي لولا دعاؤكم فقد كذبتم فسوف يكون لزاما.
Supplication means like prayer or asking. That's it. There you go. What's your initial reaction to that?
Looks like a lot of Proverbs.
Yeah, it's pretty proverbial, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's very proverbial.
And you know what's funny is that you say that. I always found when reading the Bible, Proverbs was probably my favorite chapter to read because it like read clearly. When otherwise I would open the Bible and it would read like King this and this had 49 sons and this many soldiers went to this location and this other king who was the descendant of this person and
Didn't
that
really
person.
affect you as a person.
I'm like, what do I do with this? This is like, it's impossible to even understand. You know what I mean?
You want a history lesson, or do you want to learn how to live?
Exactly. Like, how is this applicable to me in any way? And with the Quran, what you find is you can literally just pick any surah and like you read the surah and you almost receive the same core message almost every single time. It's always like this, pretty much the same stuff.
Do good and you'll be rewarded.
Yeah. And repent from your sins and believe in God. Reject anything that says that there's partners with God. Listen to the messengers. Obey the messengers. Understand this book. It's given from God to you as mercy. It's like always the same message over and over and over again, and it's simple. It's quite simple. What do you think? Do you think that's true? It reads a little bit more clearly than the Bible.
It's like I said. I think it's just like straight out of Proverbs.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to lay it out and find an equal verse. Yeah,
I'm telling you that a lot of it's the same. A lot of things in Christianity, as far as the law and stuff, it's the same because it comes from the same God. Allah gave the commandments to Moses. He gave the Injil, the gospel, to Jesus. He gave the Quran to Muhammad. So it would make sense that it would be the same if it's come from the same source, right?
One would hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the sake of this earth, I sure hope so.
Yeah.
And all of humanity.
So, anything else?
Well,
How convinced are you that that chapter came from God?
It's pretty interesting. It's it just flows the same way I see in Proverbs.
Mm-hmm. I see what you mean by that.
Yeah.
It's clear, to the point.
Right.
Yep.
There's no beating around the bush.
Yeah.
Live this way or you shall be punished. I mean,
Yep. And it gives examples of people that didn't listen. What will happen to them? What happened to them? You know, what happened to them in this world, and what will happen to them on the Day of Judgment. Very descriptive. I find the Quran to be a little bit more descriptive than the Bible, especially in terms of like the Day of Judgment. It's very descriptive, the Quran. It sends shivers up your spine sometimes when it talks about the fire and the torment and the screaming and the loud. Wow. Yeah, I don't think the...
And there's something about casting stones too.
Yeah, maybe. Yep.
That'd be a bad, rocky feeling.
Man, yeah. And it's important that we are reminded of that because it checks you. Oh, I gotta pay attention to how I act and you know what I choose to do and all that stuff. It's a good reminder.
Right.
It's preventative. Hopefully it's preventative, and hopefully we don't have to experience that. You know?
Correct.
Okay. Well, brothers and sisters, may Allah bless you generously for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and inshallah we will see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.